세러데이 쇼다운 KT 롤스터 대 DRX.
Now we're just deciding, do we play?
Okay, there's
well
limits to
or
even
not?
your depravity,
So
Velvet.
they're
What do
just
you
gonna play
mean?
Gragas instead.
It's a really good pick here from Life. It's good into literally everyone on BNK. And now that all is said and done, the DN Freaks draft, it's good. It's a good draft. There is a nice mixed damage profile, there's good front line, and the disengage into a full dive composition, absolutely stellar.
As we're getting ready, let's hop on the rift for game number 1.
Your boy Daystar, you wanna...
So yeah, on Sunday I decided he was my boy. Huzari was like awesome. And then just fell off a cliff.
That has happened to him.
I think that's why we see Daystar here in the LCK. Flash comes out, and Flash comes in from Sobero as the tanking is here from Raptor. Very nicely done. Looks a little, but is he going to see this on time is the question.
Quite, like he can 1v2 if they don't play it carefully.
Yeah, Sobero's already leading.
Yeah, no, he's fine. Like he can ult himself, and I don't think they can really...
They might have enough burst damage, though, even on the equalizer. He's going in, though, as Dudu burning a bit, but it is still going to be the kill. Very close, but they get the job done.
I'm like, no, Diablo's good.
I think I thought you were memeing.
I wasn't. You did
He wasn't memeing. Berserker in a lot of trouble here. He's going to get flashed on. And there's the ult as Diablo hits level 6, and no hope for Berserker as you're not getting away from the Kaisa. Very nicely timed play here by BNK, bottom lane. And Life, he is just going to get flashed on. Berserker goes down, Life goes down. Diablo picks up a double kill on Kaisa in the bottom lane.
This 2v2 bottom lane is crazy good. And it's the level timing there for Diablo.
Pro players, but they're making it work. Ooh, nice play there by Life. Might still be going down, though, as the cast was going to miss. And Life just gives himself up for Berserker, who also didn't have Flash. I mean, that's the best situation, honestly, for the DNF bot lane. It really depends on the situation. Like, I think the Azir can get a lot of value out of it, but that's about it. Berserker has to Flash just for existing in mid lane. Not sure about stepping up to the two of them.
He's kind of, I wouldn't say return to his 2023 form. Or even then, he was pretty inconsistent, but at least I think he had his moments as...
He's committing to this turret. I mean, yeah, I don't know about this one, Daystar. As in goes Bulldog, and the entire team is top. So really trying to make something happen on a Bulldog who just flashes. And then he finds himself face-to-face with the Berserker, who picks up a free kill. And it doesn't even really look like BNK were doing much else on the map. They are going to get the straight.
Flashing is illegal, though. You have to know that they're there. Your team is literally having full control as all. This is tricky.
Yeah, we got a TP coming in. Bulldog no flash, though, and the stun lockdown from the Alistair is enough. So Raptor picks up his second kill. And that's a pretty nice follow-up, although it does come a bit later. DNF doing a good job so far. They haven't been forced into any team fights, which I think has definitely helped them. But in terms of their map plays, they have been good. Bulldog got the top turret. They got the Rift Herald. They pushed it into the mid turret. And we're going to see a little charge into the bottom turret here as well. Nicely angled. You can just do that. I don't know why we don't see more teams doing that. Nicely done by Pioshik.
So they're trying to bait them through this choke point. I think they're looking for a fight. They don't have Rumble ultimate, though. Nope, they're just going to do this.
Yeah, burst it down.
Too late.
BNK are just going to get this as... Oh! Pioshik gets in! It was calculated all along! And now a big divide right into the bullet time. And down goes my boy Daystar. We do have a kill on the Life. But BNK now on the run. They will be able to get away, as Dudu never really got into this fight in a big way.
Pioshik has ult. This might be a disaster here. BNK might want to call this one off.
Well, they're going to go for it anyway because it is BNK. Bulldog does go down, but Pioshik is here. Diablo lives for quite a while, but does go down. Still 2 kills to BNK, but they're so deep on this lane. They're eventually going to take out Pioshik, though, and it does end up working out pretty well for them.
I don't feel like that should have worked, but it kind of did.
And it does look like DNF. I say maybe they don't want to go for the fight, but now they're actually going to go in on a Daystar, force him to Spirit Rush early, as now, okay, the disengage blast cone that was kind of an engage from BNK, going to get the flash out of Bulldog. And now a little fight here in the pit. Another charm going to hit Pioshik in a really rough spot, as now we got the engage on the top side too. Pioshik is just dead though, and Kellen is Alistair. Bullet time doesn't really do anything, but Kellen is going to go down as it goes to the Azir, as we don't have Raptor in range for the smite. And DNF looking a good spot to take this fight down. So Raptor just goes in, knows he can't go anywhere. Sobero the same. And a big fight here for DNF as they come back.
As this is, oh no.
Bulldog, he's going to try to dash here, but we got TPs coming in. We got Diablo over the top. Everybody's missing everything. And so I think Bulldog just gets away. Now Pilchik is doubling in. Oh no. Pilchik is dead. The bullet time is going to get charmed off of his Berserker has to flash, and now they just go for the Baron. There's nothing that DNF can do about it. It's not even like they all go in afterwards. It's Daystar trying to make something happen here. This is what you have to do as they're kind of caught in between the turrets. Piercing in a lot of trouble. Nice engage from Life, though, but that's onto a Kaisa who just gets away. It's 2 kills here for the side of BNK. Sobero has his arm guard. He's going to break it, and that should be 3 kills here over to BNK.
Would have never happened without your boy. I'm just saying, he's the one that created all that space.
Creating space, yeah, nice. Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we can't lose this moment. We gotta salvage just like this.
Yep. Now trying to go in on a Kellen who did go Zeke's. He's doing tons of damage there. Yeah.
In position, the Giga Cone is there.
He's got to get in. Is he gonna? Okay, he went the opposite direction.
Yeah, no, you get prio and then you try to play for Drake, but you don't have a soul point set up.
It's not ready.
No, also that.
10 seconds away. They just walk over after taking the Baron.
Okay, so it's not soul for Baron.
Oh, that boy Daystar! Yeah, Bulldog's dead. And that does mean that the rest of DNF just has to back away. And it will be Chemtixel.
What was that call? So you can push and trade Baron. No, this game is now done. We're ready.
Yeah. Now it like 100% is. Oh, another charm hit by Daystar. Oh, nice engage from Callan. He has been really on point in this game. Like, he is my POM so far, even though I don't get a vote. Ingo's Daystar gonna sail wide with that one, but, you know, A for effort. And, yeah, this game is over.
We've seen this before for BNK. There are very clear carries on this team, and it's Raptor, it's Diablo, and it's Callan. Sobero and Daystar, they're the supporting act. They're the opening act.
Yep, another charm gonna hit onto Bulldog, and he does go down. And Diablo is just unleashed in this game. He's even got an arm guard himself, and he will live at the end. Absolutely just rolling this team is Diablo as he just dies. How did he even die? I don't even know. That's gonna be the end of this game, though. The Nexus goes down, and BNK win game number 1.
Oh, sorry, for DNF, yeah. Every time. There's like, oh, Bulldog's in a good spot. Oh, Berserker is coming back from his early mistakes in lane. And then you have a slight gold lead. Almost free K. 2 plays.
Yeah. Jin's really good on this patch.
I like Jin in this setup as well.
Yeah. Yeah, the Jin makes a lot more sense than the Zeri. And I feel like this draft definitely gains some value by it. So, beginning to make a little bit of sense now. Some of the prio and some of the bans were awkward, but they got there in the end. I'm not sure about my boy Daystar on Rise. That doesn't seem like a Daystar champion.
It's really just Akali and its derivatives.
Yeah. But we are ready here. Game number 2 is loaded up. Let's hop onto the Rift. 5 minutes, so you think it's safe, but actually the Shrimp were sitting in the back for 2 hours. The bar can be lower, like for the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Large, so they just cleared out. Might actually be the 3 grub angle.
This is looking like a good meal, Valdez, for now.
Yeah.
It's just
it's like a
moment is coming.
A plate of buffalo.
It might be right now.
I feel like it's too early, right? Nice dodge by Raptor, though, and that's going to be 2 guys knocked up into the air. Yoshik in a lot of trouble, just going to throw an ult in just to try to survive, as he's going to die anyway. No reborn for him. As Berserker also has to flash the root. Daystar comes up, perfect timing, as Diablo is going to pick up the kill.
It is, as Deagon was saying earlier, oh no.
Well, he almost got the red buff, and now he's getting engaged on. Has their Nautic Last there, but this is a Vi going away from the team. He's going to get the rest, though, as they're going pretty deep for this one. Pilchik lives! It was a genius bait all along, as now Daystar trying to get out, but he will go down. Bulldog just flashes on him. It's 3 kills for DNF. That's made 4 there, as now going in onto Bulldog. Flashing in is Sobero just to get ulted by Vi and die. And now we're going to get a handshake here on a Raptor, who also is going to die, going very deep there for, I think it was Berserker, and it did not work out. And that's the Rift Herald on top of it. So DNF, almost 3K gold in the lead now. Get to a point where you're too big to fail. You know what I mean? And for teams like this that have big confidence issues, this is exactly what you need. And, you know, Pusher can do risky stuff like this, and he gets away with it because there really isn't any recourse for BNK at this point in the game. So I don't know what he does.
Who's baiting who?
Well, we got TPs coming in, and they're doing a lot of damage here to Bulldog, but he is very fed. Daystar just going to get engaged on, and down he goes. TP comes in from Sobero. He's going to be left alone. Kellen's already left as they try to pull off some kind of weird flank. Diablo was not part of it, and DNF will just get the out of comp.
The top side is going full challengers.
Okay. Well, we're going to try to kill Bulldog again. Does it work this time? I think it will. With this many people, I think they finally figured it out. Okay. You got Bulldog.
Can they get more? Okay, DNF.
Objective bound.
DNF, we've been over this.
All right, just engaging into the rise, and with the handshake coming in, Daystar, no flash. He will go down as Kellen goes in too, and they can't get him out either. Going really deep for this one. And, yeah, Gunshik and Pyoshik. It's only 2 letters off. As we're engaging, again, onto life. This is a Renata Glass.
In a corridor.
I think they do know this, but it doesn't matter as it's BNK. They're going to go in. That's a shutdown there as Kellen goes down. And life, actually, it's going to be Berserker going down. As now DNF come in. That's a big shockwave, and I think with the wallets, they should be able to get this one going. As Diablo's actually here for a fight, that's a plus for BNK, but they did go extremely deep.
Right, cut the tape. Cut the tape. They won the play. We don't have to go to the replay.
Face checking into some jungle where there are a lot of members. They're trying to kill Bulldog again. They're trying to get him again. As this time the shockwave is going to miss. He's got his Zhonya's, and TPs are coming in. He even flashes away trying to buy some time, but he's very dead. The question is what happens afterwards as Kelly goes down, and Dudu's in the thick of it among so many members. And now we got a big Wukong ult, but the Renata over the top is huge as well. And Dudu has the bailout, but he goes down right afterwards. A very close fight, actually, as Berserker, though, is untouched. And eventually, it's not a close fight at all. Daystar gets the phase rush and gets away, but DNF's still going to win it big time. You were serious, though, which I think does make it worse.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it didn't sound as bad, is what I'm trying to say. We do have another play. Ghoulie Wall here for Bulldog, who doesn't have a way out. And again, okay, the shockwave, though, is massive. And I think the wallets are just too heavy at this point. We got some bouncing rise damage, and they're not even going to get Berserker down before he gets bailed out. Eventually, he does go down. But it's a quadra for Berserker. Looking for one more, but you know that Diablo is never, ever going to give that Penta away.
We're going to game 3. Valdes. The entertainment not done just yet. DNF. The Nexus is going down. We can finally believe, trust them to take the game. But now comes the hard part. They've won games before. Can they win this series? We're about
not going to have a fun time there, but it is BNK. We know their tendencies, and that is what they love to do. But they do get punished for it here as DNF take down game number 2. And yeah, I think, didn't Zeus lose on it recently too?
He did.
Kindred,
yes!
It's him! It's Pyoshik! As we're getting ready, game number 3 loads up right now.
Does make them even more short range than we already knew they were.
Another wave is coming in.
Unless...
So now they're just going to go for it, I think, as already taking the aggro there is the Nefiri. Berserker in a lot of trouble, burns down. First blood goes over to BNK. Diablo flashes out and will live. Meanwhile, Sobero in the top side is going to get away because he is Cassante, but we do have Pyoshik here, and he's able to change the mark over to the Cassante on time. It's going to be big.
Does a flash.
He can get this lockdown. Pyoshik is going to take the aggro, and he does flash away, but that's a mark here for the Kindred already.
Based on how the wave state was, he was trading a lot more aggressively than he should have, right? And that's one of the...
okay, flash of power trying to get Diablo here. The stun lands. Nicely played by Life and Berserker. The stun comes in on a kill too, and it's a thin one.
He's dead.
But it's going to work. It's a double kill here for Berserker. Picks up 2 as they bait them into that fight wholeheartedly. I think they're beginning to figure out the way that BNK functions, and they're taking advantage of it. But maybe this is his time to carry a series on his signature champion. trying to come in here and stop Raptor from taking this. He's going to smite one down. Gives the Rammus okay. Thumbs up.
It's good BM. Like to see it. Daystar is here.
And there you go. The engage goes in on the Pioshik, but that is Kindred. They don't have the burst afterwards, but he's kind of left alone as eventually, yeah, the Cassante just ults him. Life not able to keep him alive. Berserker on the run. Life on the run as Berserker misses the dash. I don't think he would have lived anyway, but it's just insult to injury. 3 kills go over to BNK in the top fight. But you don't have engage outside of running in with Galio up top. Pioshik's not going to hit the smites. And the engaged Braum, surprisingly, does not go very well as everybody gets caught by Kellen. And they do have the Kindred ultimate to help out, but Tibbers is still ticking in that back line. And the level 1 ult isn't able to do much in terms of healing. Everybody's just on the run. And now we got the Fury resets. Everybody's being chased down. Life is going to go down here as well. And Kellen is still looking for more. No flash is available. Actually, Berserker still had his, but Pioshik did not have his. As that will be a 3rd kill and a laughing Braum emote.
You can't do that when everything missed. Like, they know he's there. This is a great engage. From Kellen. Do not get me wrong. But this is why you run Braum. This is why you run Braum.
Yeah. Also not within that context, I would imagine. As really nice Chain of Corruption is going to get him out.
A lot of damage.
Otherwise, he doesn't live without a splash. Now we get the counter engage coming in, though. Pioshik taking a lot of damage, but he still has ult. And he has a Braum in front of him. This time, it's not DNF engaging. They actually disengage. They pull off of the point. Dudu, though, is kind of in no man's land. Bulldog going to TP over here, but the fight's already kind of done.
So Bro's here. He's ready for a fight. That's my challengers player. He's waiting. Okay, are they just going to get this?
Yeah, I mean, the issue is now DNF can't engage. Unless they really try to force it.
Yeah, they don't have engage. You can't just give up control of an area like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Galio or nothing at this point. The Braum shield comes up. They're trying to fight as Life nearly dies to... Okay, well... I don't know what to say about that one, guys. As we got ults over the top, and actually maybe a decent stun here onto Daystar, who will go down, but the rest of the fight... Oh, Berserker getting some range, getting some space.
Diablo, though.
Diablo is doing quite a number here to Bulldog.
Oh, he doesn't get the kill.
He doesn't get the kill. Berserker comes in. Pioshik with the last shot. He picks up a double kill. And DNF are not down just yet.
Because you see there, that combo of the Galio ult and the Kindred ult, it will hit if he comes up. As there's the teleport. Now from Bulldog.
Yeah.
Pioshik taking a bit of damage.
Soberon. He is Cassante.
Nice. Clean.
Yeah. Cassante isn't, you know, the best champion in this meta, but he still is Cassante. So he still does
W is still good.
Yep.
How is the poke from BNK? Like, kind of better? Neither poke is really hitting. Need to see the shock blast.
Yeah. Just waiting. You see they don't want to commit onto Life. And Raptor already started up this dragon, and DNF, they don't really have a good way into this one unless they put their face in it. As we're thinking about it, the engage comes from Daystar, kind of misses, gets taunted, but the dragon does go over to BNK. Tons of damage here from the side of Diablo, and Daystar lived! And the Galio dies before the ult goes off, and now it's all falling to pieces like dominoes the second the Galio dies. As Raptor, not going to be able to follow up on that one, but it's a big fight win here for BNK on top of getting the soul point. But at least he gets some help from his boy Kellen. And now BNK in a pretty good lead here, about 3,000 gold. One dragon away from the soul. They have the Otacon. Looking for maybe a play in mid. As now the engage comes in, Berserker just stepping up to them. The disengage is coming through though. The Galio able to peel for Kellen, but pulling out the Lucian from the Kindred ult is so great, but still looking good for the side of DNF. They kill Diablo. As Daystar only now getting here. Everybody's pretty grouped up, but he doesn't have flash. And Cassante is doing an insane amount. Pioshik, though, on the right side, chipping away, getting a bunch of kills. Dudu going to burn down. And I think Tibbers wins in the end as Daystar is the final one standing at the end of all the chaos. And DNF
Diablo
doesn't
have flash. That is big. Pioshik is in a position. He's Kindred very...
Dudu. Yeah, he's going to get stunned and he's dead. And now the turn comes in. I feel like they could have just taken the kill and just gone for the objective. But instead they're going to look for the kills, 2, plural, and then go for the objective.
Yeah, now they can just take it. And now they are able to, without the Jace, without the Braum. Oh, so bro!
Uh-oh. Yeah, did a lot of trouble here as the ult comes out from Pyosik, but he knows he's dead. It's only a matter of time and does a little bit of damage, but my boy Daystar picking up all the kills as well. So
There's only two types of players, right? Unless you get good enough, but you're an assassin or a mage player. He's an assassin player.
yeah.
Very obvious.
He's like a young Zeka. Okay, trying to engage here is the Galio, but Pyosik gonna get it very low before he actually goes for his ult here. Kellen pulling out the Galio, as we do have Daystar down, but I think the wallets and the Hextech Soul are just too heavy here for the side of BNK. That'll be the end of DNF in this game, and BNK will move on to the 2-1 victory in this series.
Oh, DNF. They keep getting better, and it just keeps not being enough. It says a lot about how deep in the abyss they were. Because every time we look at them, I think we see improvement. But BNK, they have a lot of experience
so happy
with these fights. And Soboro and Daystar get a win for their team. And Diablo, I think, also was consistent, but his final game was not as flashy as the other two.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of hard to play the Varus. Like, a lot of the times he was just getting cullinged, and he's like, oh, I'm less than half health. What do I do now?
And with Jin, he was just, well, that's the craziest part.
That wasn't
He did
his
only
fault.
100 damage less.
Yeah.
It's your boy!
It's my boy Daystar. I guess he's going to be interviewed for some reason.
He's also doing the,
This
the
is-
Chainsaw Man gesture. Big
So,
fan.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the POM interview translation, joined by Daystar after a 2-1 victory up against DN Freaks. Congratulations! Thank you very much. With this win, you guys are able to end your losing streak and pick up your 6th win of the season. How do you feel? I'm very happy that we got the win, and also that I got a POM as well. Indeed, your first POM after your debut. How do you feel? Amazing. So, BNK FearX decided to put you and Soboro on the starting lineup during the losing streak. How was the process? Well, we didn't really have too much time to practice together, but we just wanted to, put in the effort in order to boost our teamwork all together, and I think it kind of worked. Ryu also mentioned after your debut match that I was a little bit concerned because he didn't really get to practice together, but he put up a great performance. What kind of mindset did you bring today? I just wanted to play better than the previous series. Maybe I was a little more nervous and I didn't really play up to my expectation, but in the end, we managed to get the win. I'm very relieved. Well, Vi is one of the most spent cards currently in the LCK, but it was let through, and your enemy was on a 6-game winning streak. Why was that? Well, we decided to play Wukong into Vi, so we wanted to test that out. And then Game 3, last pick from DN Freaks was Kindred, the iconic pick from Pyosik. How was playing against it? It was for sure different, I was very scared of his Kindred. Then what was your plan going into his Kindred? Whenever I had Flash, I just wanted to make sure that I focused at Kindred. That was my only mission in my mind, and I think it kind of worked. Well, so you were on Annie in Game 3, but the counter teamfight comp from the enemy was also very effective. So how did you plan out teamfights throughout the game? I just wanted to be proactive as much as possible, especially whenever I had Flash. I just wanted to go in, open up the team fight, and the rest of my teammates will follow. And I was looking for that play every single time. So you blind picked Annie. How are you that confident to go for a blind pick on the mid lane? I just wanted to, pick Annie and then set up for my teammates, believing that my teammates will follow. So this is your first ever LCK POM interview. What kind of impression would you like to leave to everyone? I am just very, very grateful that you guys came all the way here to support us. So I will make sure to put up a great performance until the very end. Your final opponent in the second round in the LCK is Hana Life. What is your goal and mindset for that match? it's going to be a very strong opponent, but we would like to put up a great performance and fight up against Hana Life and do our best in that match.
마지막으로 오늘 첫 POM인데 이 승리를 장식할 만한
And
세레머니
before we
있을까요?
go, since this is your first POM interview, any ceremony would you like to do on stage?
오, 좋습니다.
I will also do the
첫
trend,
POM을
the
위해
hearts.
보라트를 준비해 주셨다니. 자, 그렇다면 보라트 한번 가보도록 하겠습니다.
Let's take a look.
자, 데이스타 선수의 보라트 가볼까요? 데이스타 선수 첫 POM 축하드립니다.
Congratulations on your first POM in the LCK Daystar one more time.
승리를 만들어내면서 6승 달성에 성공한 BNK POX
And that was Daystar from BNK FearX, and that was it.